Hi everyone. It's been a while since I bought my new pen, the Namiki Emperor with number 50 nib, and it took me some time to come up with this review because I needed to understand this pen. It's unlike others, it's different, and you have to be very careful while using this pen because mainly because of this part where you have to open this up a bit and let the ink flow. If it's too much, then a lot of ink flows, and if it's closed, the piston is closed, then you'll not get any ink after writing a few lines. So the pen may skip and you'll feel the pen is not up to mark. But that's surely not the case. This pen writes really smooth once you know how to set this piston up and how to really use it. So in today's review, we will start with the writing sample for this pen. Let me just zoom it in. And all right, we are ready for our writing sample. So here we have, this is Namiki Emperor number 50 nib. This is 18 karat gold nib. Um, the regular text, the quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. As you can see, the pen is extremely smooth. What I'm going to do now is for another writing sample, and this one is going to be a lengthier one. I'm just going to close this piston a bit. Till now, a lot of ink was flowing through. So let's do this with piston closed a bit. As you can see, lesser ink is flowing through. We've already have had a few skips. Let's write once again. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. While you may not be able to discern it by just looking at this video, but a lot less ink is flowing through. Let's try if we can do it like this. And now opening this up a bit, right? As you can see, just a slight difference. Let's try this once more. But a lot more ink is now flowing through. So you just have to close or open the piston to the right level, and you'll get an immaculate flow of ink. Now, coming to our usual parameters, uh, the softness of the nib. Oh, as you can see, there's so much ink that has flown down because I had opened the piston. The nib is, I would say, 8 out of 10. It's actually 9 out of 10 because it's kind of perfect. It's not very soft or springy, and it's neither too hard. As you can see, in terms of line variation also, you'll not get a lot of line variation, but still, this is what you want. This is not as hard as Mont Blanc or not as soft as M1000 or Sailor King of Pen. This is somewhere in between, and it's really nice. In terms of wetness of the nib, well, that I believe can range from anywhere between 5 out of 10 to even 10 out of 10. You can control the wetness of the nib, and I believe this is the best feature of this pen. In no other pen can you control ink flow like this. Smoothness of the nib. Well, this is a very smooth nib, so I'll again give it 9 out of 10. This is somewhere between Pilot Custom Urushi, which is ultra soft, and Sailor King of Pen. So, so very smooth nib. In terms of feedback, this has a slight hint of feedback. I would say 8 out of 10. Now, the feedback is not like Sailor has, which is very different. It gives you feedback just like you are writing with a pencil, and in a way, it feels a really good feedback. Here, it's a bit of Moblong kind of feedback where you can feel the nib is a bit stiff, even sometimes a bit harsh, but still it's very limited. So I would say 8 out of 10. Um, it surely has feedback which is more than Moblong, but way lower than Pilot Custom Murushi. Grip, grip size, well, I have small hands, so I would say the script size is pretty huge. The pen itself is extremely huge. I would give it a 6 out of 10. For some people, this wouldn't matter much, but for me, this is 6 out of 10, totally my personal opinion. And finally, for the last factor, can anyone remember what was that factor? Sorry, guys, even I'm not able to figure out that. Uh, but you have softness, you have wetness, you have smoothness, feedback, the grip size, and there was the ink capacity, right? This has the largest ink capacity. I would say 11 out of 10. I poured in almost um, 2 ml of ink in this. It was the whole syringe which went in. Normally, it's 1/4 of syringe for all the other pens. For this, 2 full syringes. So you will not run out of ink with this. That is for sure. So this is my overall review about this pen. Um, I have had some hard start issues with this pen, but I think that was mainly because the pen was absolutely new and I didn't know how much feed it required. The other issue, I think, something which has bugged me about this pen, the straight lines versus cross lines. Right now it's working pretty fine, but cross lines are usually not so smooth. Sometimes you'll find the lines skip here, 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 here. So that is one of the issues I've seen with this pen. It does not go when it isn't there when I'm writing right to left, but left to right. As you can see over here, I've had this issue. So this pen is almost twice the cost as any other pen in my collection, and for that matter, this is something I don't like about this pen. Uh, you really don't want a pen that costs so much. Uh, it's around 2,000 francs, or that's around $2,000 also. Um, you don't want such a pen to have any kind of issues. A bit of reverse writing, I guess we can also check that. Hardly writes in reverse, but that's fine. So finally, let's close this up and try to write. Soon you'll find that the ink will almost dry up. It is giving out a lot of ink right now, but soon this will dry up. I'm sorry, I'm just scribbling in zeros or anything right now. See, now the ink has started drying up. So you have to be careful how to write with this pen. And overall, I believe this is a pen which anyone who looks at this pen just wants to keep looking at this pen. It's a beautiful, beautiful piece. Um, I have shown this pen to a few of my friends and relatives, and everyone was wowed by it. So yeah, this is one of my most detailed reviews about any pen. Um, and yeah, this required some more time because I believe any Namiki Emperor owner needs to understand the nuances of this piston and how it can impact your overall experience of this pen. I, for one, did not like this pen when I bought this and I started writing with this. I faced a lot of issues with ink flow without realizing that how much I need to open up the piston. So once you buy this pen, take some time, find your sweet spot with this pen, and then you'll surely fall in love with this pen. So this is going to be my suggestion to anyone who's planning to buy Namiki. Get to know your pen, and you'll start loving it. Right out of the box, you may not find this pen to be as good as others, but trust me, once you tune the flow to your liking, you'll love writing with this pen. If I have to compare it to Custom Urushi, Pilot Custom Urushi, that pen has a softer and smoother nib, but that is too soft and too smooth for writing comfort. This is just the right kind of stiffness, just the right kind of smoothness you want. Um, I guess in today's date, after M800, this has become my next favorite pen. So I would urge you guys to take time to look at this pen. Go take a writing sample at some store, and whenever you buy this pen, just give it some time, and you'll start loving it. Right. Let me know if you have any questions about Namiki Emperor number 50. I would love to answer those. I guess if I had any questions about any pens, it will always be about this one. The other pens are simple. You don't have to put your brains into writing with those pens, but this one is different. So yeah, go ahead, ask me any questions you may have in mind. I'll be glad to answer those. And trust me, this pen works like a charm. You'll love it. Go ahead, buy yours. Let me know how you found out your piece to be, and I'd love to discuss that. Till then, thanks everyone, and see you soon with my next new pen. Bye bye.